Hi, my name is Martin Smith. On my last video I made a public statement that the vibrational speed of luminiferous ether was faster than the speed of light. Right now I'd like to go over that because I had to think about that a little bit more. I put one of my models as going at the speed of light. I rejected it because it was going at the speed of light. So I need to reframe that model. I also stated that there were no natural waves that we could see every day that would produce what we needed from ether to create both a projection wave, that means a wave that stays the same size no matter how far it goes, and it holds the same energy no matter how far it goes. There are no natural models for that. There are no natural models for a wave moving forward creating a spin. So within those wavefronts, those are the things that I'm needing to back up my theory of vortex waves. If we take a nuclear bomb blast without the bomb, as in when we see that blast go up, it creates a huge cylinder. And this is the type of thing I'm seeing with ether creating a vortex wave with two vortex waves creating a photon, or two vortex waves spinning around at the speed of light, where the spin is the speed of light, and those two vortex waves are making an electron or proton, or four of them to make a neutron. So what I'm looking to do is go back to the nuclear bomb blast and say, if we have a compression point that spits out large quantities of particles moving in the same direction, or I should point upwards, because we see atomic bomb blasts create this cylinder, and we have all this material going up so fast that the Bernoulli effect locks it in place. So it's pretty much the same diameter going up the whole way, and this is what I'm looking for within the vortex waves to make up all the other particles. So what I was missing on that, and it sort of came to me last night, it's a little bit early in the morning right now, is that when these particles are compressed, space itself has huge amounts of turbulence in it. So as it's compressing, it's also compressing that turbulence, and that turbulence is being pushed forward through this compression tube. And because it's such a short time, it's more of a force projection of material than a wave. The compression stays in place, and as it spins, it is interacting with other quantum dot ether material, so that some of it hits and goes up this way. As it's spinning, it would change the vector direction of collisions, so that a quantum dot coming in this way would be more likely to vector more this direction. And it is that vibrational direction which would create spin around it as it's moving this way, if it has this particular spin to it. So there's a lot of different ways to it, and I'm going to get to the paperwork. Okay, sticking with the idea that ether is faster than light, that means we have a whole bunch of little bitty dots without any kind of spin to them. They have no friction to them. They don't absorb any kind of energy, spin energy, and they release no heat, so they are frictionless. and they're just in here vibrating and moving in all sorts of directions. So to speak, just as air molecules move in all sorts of directions. And what happens is, at a point they have particular spin to them. So I'm going to start with the smoke ring vortex model. So we have large volume of dots, and they get compressed, and they from here they have a direction. That compression, it has a release direction, and it goes this direction, creating a smoke ring vortex ring. Well, this vortex ring, as it's going down, it also has spin to it. So if you're making a vortex ring drum, put it on a lathe, spin it, and hit it. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't even know that this method's even going to work at all. So we have the speed of light this direction, then it's moving faster than the speed of light to get to the other side of the vortex so that it can come back around. It is also has a vector direction because the vortex itself would be spinning, and that vector direction would be speed of light on one part of it, and extra velocity would be up here, which pretty much would state that the thing is moving faster than the speed of light. On 3D compression wave or atomic bomb compression, or I should say atomic bomb spin compression if I'm going to call it anything, we have again a compression, and it's compressing down a tube, and because the material being compressed has spin, the turbulence would create a spin so that the particles, the clump of particles going through here, clump of dots, compressed through here, and because they have a velocity, would create sort of a tunnel. And there would not be a mushroom cloud on this one because there's no ending to it. Whereas an atomic bomb, we're going through air, and that air, it actually compresses, decompresses, and this creates heat. It releases photons, it releases energy. But within ether, you would not have all that, and this system would pretty much go on forever. So looking at the nuclear bomb blast, instead of putting a bomb blast here, we're doing compression on this side. And like I said before, this would be more of a forced projection of material than an actual wave. And it's just something to think about, and see you on the next video.